Good afternoon. My name is Jon Swan. I'm the founder of Save Forest Lake. For the past 2+ years, I've spent much time studying Casella Waste Systems, the applicant for this wetlands permit. It should be noted that this company has never built a new landfill on green virgin land. Based on the long and controversial history of acquiring and operating existing landfills, I have come to the conclusion that they and their engineering experts are incapable of successfully developing and safely operating a brand new landfill, particularly at this poorly sited location surrounded by wetlands and two very important bodies of water. To prove my point, in the past 10 months since the permit application process was initiated, DES has responded to the applicant with 2 requests for more information, noting 72 calculation errors, inconsistencies, missing information, questions, observations, etc. This after numerous previously undisclosed meetings between DES officials, the applicant, and their expert engineers. They can't and won't get it right. I'm a firm believer in that a company's past performance should serve as a precursor of things to come. After all, if you hire a contractor to do shoddy work, you wouldn't hire him again. Based on my findings, this applicant has been involved in 64 lawsuits, cited for 42 environmental and operational violations, paid over $9.25 million in fines and settlements, and have been involved in 16 accidents and deaths. In just the past 19 months, Casella's operations in Bethlehem have been flagged by DES 5 times, one with a serious environmental incident involving the release of 154,000 gallons of leachate into the surrounding environment, less than 1,000 feet from the Amanusik River. A subsequent leachate management audit revealed 13 findings relative to inadequacies in their leachate management system, which begs the question, can the North Country afford to have such an inadequate operator be in charge of such a potentially dangerous industrial facility at this environmentally sensitive location? Residents of Bethlehem have lodged 140 odor and noise complaints in 2018 and 2019, and recently, a 1,000 plaintiff class action lawsuit against Casella in New York reports that Casella will pay $750,000 into a settlement fund and another $900,000 for odor control measures at the Ontario County landfill. This should all serve to underscore the fact that Casella is simply not a very good landfill operator and with very questionable engineering abilities. With all of this information, how on earth are we to expect them to be able to construct a new state-of-the-art landfill as advertised? I do hope and pray that the DES Wetlands Bureau does not discount the severe environmental impacts of this initial build-out, totaling the equivalent of 134 football fields of destruction of prime, high-value wetlands and forested habitat. And that's what we know of, folks, as there's been no independent confirmation of any of these impacts. Furthermore, with 1,889 acres under contract and this company's propensity for expansion, this will not be the full and complete build-out, as they would have DES believe. Look at their Concept 1, which initially planned for a 238-acre landfill footprint with 39.6 acres of wetlands impacts. That's what the future holds for this site. One last note. Alternative sites in neighboring states have been raised numerous times during the permitting process. New York State has not been mentioned. Casella has 5 existing landfills in New York State, 2 of which are slated for a total of 187 acres of expansion. So why has that capacity not been taken into consideration? Finally, I would like to encourage DES Wetlands Bureau to follow its mission statement and deny this permit application for the reasons I listed, along with the reasons you're going to hear tonight from others, as well as for the reasons we don't even know of yet, due to the obvious engineering inadequacies and incompleteness of this permit application. Please do not force this dangerous, unwanted, and unneeded landfill development down our throats, as this project will impact future generations as millions of tons of out-of-state waste will be trucked into the North Country to be deposited only 2,800 feet from Forest Lake. Thank you. Thank you.